Out there watching, y'all call somebody.
This is radio station. You guessed it. Archbishop Don Magic Wine. You inside the Archbishop Don Magic Wine radio show. Brought to you by yours truly, Snoop. Dizzy. Radio rockin'. Saturday night. Bishop is the DJ. You feeling alright? The radio rockin'. Saturday night. Bishop is the DJ. You feeling alright? So you can turn it on up. Be easy, get a bleezy, burn it up. Tune into this broadcast worldwide from the streets with the beat. Yep, this Snoop line. My pal, my loc, my dog, my friend. If you miss out, catch us on the GGN. Where that lady go? On the radio. With the church standing in the back saying that's my work. From a video scene to the video screen. Come through banging cause the city on lean. Archbishop Don Magic Wand, the chairman of the board is on. He's maxing, relaxing, multiply, added up, divide and subtracted. Break it back to the fraction. See, that's the only way we're gonna get any action. From Chi-Town to the beach. Preach. Radio rockin'. Saturday night. Bishop is the DJ. You feeling alright? The radio rockin'. Saturday night. Bishop is the DJ. You feeling alright?
All right, y'all. We live here on the Don Juan Radio Show. I'm going to have to take these mics off because I'm double hearing myself. Welcome to the Don Juan Reunion 2021. We live. We in living color because, you know, I'm in some green. Got some special guests tonight. We got it cracking. But as usual, we must do an introduction. What I mean is we must explain some things that's been going on in this world. First, I want to tell everybody to be safe, to wear your mask, to wash your hands, and to, what is that, sanitize?
Yes.
Stay sanitized. You know, Gigi was saying something earlier to me about something about boost your energy up or something. What was you saying?
Your immune system.
Yeah, something about your immune system. I think that's still energy, ain't it?
Yeah,
You know what I
energy.
mean? So do these things just to get it right. We're all going through something right now, but we'll all get through it together. You know what I mean? One for all and all for one. That's how we stand on Don Juan and Friends radio show. One for all and all for one. You do one, you do us all. So we stick together because we're a team, and teamwork makes the dream work. So look, we're going to talk about some things right. I wanted to say, let me get this out of here, some rest in peace. All right, I'd like to say condolences to Hank Aaron and his family. I had a chance to meet Hank Aaron. We was at the airport. I was on tour with Snoop. And we had the chance of meeting Hank Aaron. I took some pictures with him. Man, I was just going through my pictures yesterday. I couldn't find it. I know it's in that house somewhere, but I couldn't find it. But condolences to his family. And also another friend, Larry King. He was on the GGN with us, Snoop Dogg, and had a chance to interview him for a change and speak with him and everything. And like to give condolences out to his family also for his passing. I think Larry passed today or yesterday or something like that.
Saturday morning.
You know, he had a great,
January, actually. Really? Girl, yeah, but the public didn't know about it yet.
and then he had a great show, and his show been on over 50 years. And I think they said he had something like 50,000 guests over that time. And I think he had about 8 or 9 wives too, you know. You know, they do that in Hollywood, you know what I mean? So, you know, we sitting here, we smoking, so don't think it's Corolla. This is Kush, you did? Church cannabis on deck. So listen, man, I wanted to also do some welcome home. See, it's been some great things going on this week. Me, myself, I'm a believer, and I know prayer changes things. And we like to thank those that was involved in helping Harry-O release. Snoop Dogg was one of those. Welcome home, Harry-O. I know it's been a long journey, and we just like to welcome you on. Let's give it up for him. Yeah, wow. Yeah, that is beautiful. And also, we like to tell Lil Wayne, God bless you that you didn't get them 10 years that you got pardoned, man. We couldn't have, hey, man, we couldn't have stood to be without you for 10 years, Lil Wayne. We need you on deck. So get it together, man, and make it right and just entertain your fans because we out here for you, Jack. And also, Kodak Black. Wow, man. I know you thought it was over, that you had to stay a few more years, but God is good. Maybe you don't pray, but somebody was praying for you. And by that happening, then got a chance to get you a pardon. So this is some big things going on, man. Because, see, I mean, what I'm saying is, you don't hear much about black folks, especially from the hood and everything, getting pardoned from a presidential pardon. I mean, that's changing times within itself. That is amazing. I mean, whether we think about it or how it happened, but that is amazing because it's some unheard thing. You know what I mean? I mean, and it's such a blessing that that could happen. So, okay, now we're going to get this show crack-a-lacking. I got some great guests. We got some good music that's going to be jumping. We're going to be rotating this thing. So y'all get y'all champagne because we got some champagne. I got the model girl in the house. She going to introduce each one of the champagne bottles and that she model for the company. And, you know, we doing things around here. It's 2021. We stepping up our game, you know, and I got the Thrill Attorney in the house. Y'all know her from Instagram. She going to come on lately and tell y'all how to get bond out and to stay from going to jail. And if you go, she's the one that can get you out. So you don't lose no way around when she get to talking, because the stuff she used, you can't lose. And also we got Gigi Pink. She do a multitude of things. You know, she's an actress. She's a model. She do hair. She's a consultant. She mentor. Oh, she do a bunch of things, and maybe she'll tell you some of the things she do. So dig this. Before I go into that music, I just want you to know we got some guests in the house. TL in here. You'll probably see her sometime later in the show. We got Funk in here. We got Big Silence in here. He got his crew in here. We got Red, the rapper, the female rapper in here. She might rap a tap for it sometime. You dig? We got Low Diesel. Y'all seen him on Instagram and around the player ball. And we got my man Big Mike. No, we got just Mike in the house. I was going to elevate it, but you did. Wait, somebody else over there. I don't know everybody, but we got a host of people around here and everything. We're going to have a great time. And, man, Magic Wand in the house. We got Star Kitchen here, catering to Beverly Hills, to the penthouse party. Yeah, don't forget that tonight. Immediately after this show, we're going to turn Beverly Hills out. Just like they said, we taking the hood to the hills tonight, Jack. You did. We got a $21 million mansion to play in tonight. We're going to have some fun. So y'all go tell somebody what we on Instagram Live.
Instagram Live,
The Don Juan
Show.
Yeah, y'all go tell somebody. Now tell them to tune in. Get your own bottle of champagne. Get your weed and stuff. You know what I mean? If you're smoking exotic, get your exotic roll up, because we smoking around here. So all of y'all that's coming to the penthouse party, get dressed, get suited and booted, because we around here Simply D doing the Don Juan Radio Show reunion. Let's go to some music. All right, y'all, it's live. We going back to the Don Juan Radio Show. Just got some big news that my main man is in the house. He was the head of Parking Lot Pimping when we was on the RMC radio show, and he always kept it cracking. While I was inside handling the show, he'd be outside in the parking lot doing some big pimping, man. And it's none other than my main man, my friend. Let's give it up for him, y'all. Big Mob, Latin Thug, Southgate in the house. Woo! Hey, we got another Chicago in the house, Gucci. I don't know if y'all heard of Gucci. He shoot a lot of different videos and movies and things like that. So he be live. So, you know, Gucci always stand out. He from Chicago, too. He cover a lot of the stepper sets. He from my hometown, you did. What's happening, Gucci?
Oh man, it's all Gucci.
And you know, Gucci do them films and where they come out right now. So, you know, y'all might want to tap into them. You got an Instagram or something they can tap in and DM you or something right quick?
Gucci Vision 79.
Y'all heard that, Gucci Vision 79? Yeah, y'all go over there, you know. So look, I'm going to get into my guest tonight. We got a very special guest here. She's top of the line, and, you know, man, I mean, she be giving it to her. I be excited watching some of her posts and things, and, you know, she get a lot of hits, and, you know what I mean, people very interested in what she have to say. Obviously, it must be important, and it must be working for some people, you know what I mean, because she's doing pretty good. She got a Wilshire law office firm, you know what I mean? She's up there in the sky, you know what I mean? And she really doing her thing, though. And I highly recommend her. China Doll said she had sent somebody over. We always send people, but we never get their real name. We sent her by Reddy. We didn't know who Reddy is. She probably, you know, approached her as her real name. But anyway, let's give it up for my guest today, attorney Nori. Noriega, the thrill attorney. Let's give it up. Come on, y'all. Give it up for her. Church. Welcome to the Don Juan Show.
Thank you for having me.
No, I'm glad to have you because one thing I know is very important to have an attorney.
Very.
And there's a lot of people out there right now watching that have problems that don't have an attorney. They don't know an attorney to call. They don't know nobody to call to get any kind of information. And they sitting in jail. I mean, and sometimes, you know, all you need is one person, and it had to be an attorney, to tell you something that can get the ball rolling.
Right.
So right now, she's going to come on, and she's going to speak her mind, and y'all get a pen, y'all get a paper, so y'all can write down her numbers, her Instagram and things, because it's going to come a time that you're going to need an attorney. And we got one right here in, you know, Los Angeles, California, that's willing to work with you to make it happen, to get that son or daughter released. You know, nephew, cousin, uncle, mother, father, whatever the situation. This is your opportunity. You was looking for a sign from God. Now you got one. She's finna tell you about it. Church.
Thank you. Well, I think one of the ways that I differ a lot from other attorneys is I give information that is going to help you before the case is even filed. So I give information about how to handle a stop, how to handle, you know, being approached by cops, not to be able to control what the cops do in that moment, but to be able to affect the narrative that the lawyer's going to have to work with after the fact when the case is filed. So that's one thing. You got to like run interference in the beginning, right? And then one of the things that I think everybody needs to know, and this applies to all states, not just California, because it's constitutional law. Do not ever consent to a search. If you are stopped, if there's a cop at your house, don't ever consent, because that really blocks off any possibility for your attorney to argue that action by the cop is unconstitutional.
Okay, you know, based on what you just said, you said don't what?
Don't consent to a search.
I tried that one time. The police hit me.
Well, cops, there's dirty cops out there. We all know that.
Because I tried not to, I be trying to say, no, you can't search my car. What you mean? Get out this car. Hold up, hey, all right, man.
I mean, they're gonna search regardless, right? So nowadays, a lot of the departments, they're wearing body cam, and they forget they're wearing body cam.
Wow.
Or there's dash cam, or even audio belts. So in that situation, not only are we going to see that the cop is lying about what happened, but there's going to be facts that support the availability of the argument for me to say that was an unconstitutional search.
Yeah, so, I mean, based on this, this body camera thing, I mean, shouldn't it really be a really severe penalty for not having it on or not wearing it? Shouldn't it be something so severe where would make them wear it and keep it on
Right.
if you take their pension? If you talk about taking
Absolutely.
pension,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Because that's completely
Yes.
wrong.
Yes.
Why would you charge the taxpayers all this money to buy these things, even like a vest, and don't wear it?
Right. Well, the problem that I've seen is that during an investigation, when every department has policies when you can turn. If you're taking a piss, obviously you could turn it off. There's different parts or different actions that you're, you know, engaged in, that you are allowed to turn it off. But during an investigation, you are not supposed to turn it off. So I have several cases where they're turning it on and off when it's convenient for them throughout the investigation as it's going on, and that's not okay. So there's, you know, I can file a motion that, you know, the government destroyed evidence, and depending on what I can show was destroyed, you know, I could argue that the case should be dismissed.
Wow.
Because without that destroyed evidence, you know, you're prejudicing the client, the defendant, you know.
And it's your word against his word.
Right.
And you really at fault for not having yours on, because it would have really made
Right.
it clear
Right.
what was going on.
Right.
So you really complicated the situation.
Exactly.
You did that, officer.
Exactly. And remember, the government, when I say the government, I mean the cops and the DA, there's a duty there to provide us, especially evidence or information that is going to help the defendant. You can't block that from being given. You can't destroy it. And, you know, a good attorney is going to figure out when that's happened, how it's happened. They're going to, you know, trace it back to who destroyed it, when was it destroyed. You just, you know, you got to hold everybody accountable. And until everybody is held accountable the right way, they're going to feel free to, you know.
Okay, now that all sound good, but I'm sitting in jail. I don't have bond money. I really don't have enough to pay you. I mean, where we at now with that? I mean, you know, I mean, tell it like it is. I mean, you know, if I need to step up my gang and get my bond money, I should have had it for. I mean, you know, because there's some people sitting there, they don't have the money
Right.
to pay a good attorney.
Right.
I mean, and then these public defenders, they sell you out in the door. They ain't trying to really work the case like that. They ask you in the door, go on and plead guilty. You might wasn't guilty, you know what I mean? They don't even work, and you don't have money, and it become a problem, you know what I mean?
Right,
So
right.
what it do? Hey, let them in when they come there. I don't mind it. You know what I mean? We regular around here. We all sitting in the house kicking it. Somebody knocking at my front door. Let them in and let the bell ring.
Well, when it comes to bail,
Yeah.
you know, there's a new DA here in Los Angeles who has really helped. A lot of people now have the opportunity to get out on bail, because it affects the bail schedule, who can bail out and stuff like that. So that's the first new kind of development that has really helped a lot of people. But when it comes to, do I spend my money on,
What you want?
going toward bail, or do I spend it toward an attorney? Obviously, one is going to be a short-term benefit, one's going to be a long-term benefit. You spend your money on bail, cool, you're out, but then if you have a shitty attorney or a PD that doesn't really care, it doesn't really matter the fact that you're out, because you're going to go right back in because you don't have a good attorney who's going to get you the best outcome.
Yeah, but I'm saying based on money and different things. Everybody don't have. Okay, if I don't have it, you can't handle it because you require a certain amount. Where would I look for to possibly get somebody that's gonna represent me? Y'all see Big Slink in the house? Y'all give it up for Slink. Church, preach, tabernacle. Hey man, Happy New Year, Jack.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, hey, we ready at home. This, Bishop and friends, so we move around, we do our thing.
That's right.
And we're sitting here, this is Nori, the attorney, and she giving us some very valuable information on attorney. So how can they reach you?
Well,
some people don't even know how to call her.
There's rules and there's ethical duties that I have to abide by. So I can't take calls on a contraband cell phone or anything. But if somebody's in custody, then they can have one of their friends or family members call my firm. It's 213-703-0004. And just make sure that they have the case number, at least the charge and the courthouse. And then, I'm really good about getting back to everybody, especially if it's time sensitive. Figuring out how we can help. And it's really important that I keep my prices reasonable. We obviously can't work for free. It's a business. But it's really important, and I really pay attention to keeping my pricing really reasonable so that everybody can have access to really aggressive criminal defense.
What's your number again?
213-703-0004. And we handle really everything from Ventura to like San Diego, the area that we cover.
Well, suppose somebody wanted to reach out on what, internet or email or anything like that?
Same thing. If you're in custody, you got to have a friend or family reach out, and then they can retain on your behalf. But all we really need is the case number or the basic case info, and then as soon as they retain, obviously, then I'm going to have access to you to discuss your case.
Okay, so weed has become legal.
Mm-hmm.
But in some sense, it like ain't legal. You know what I mean? Now,
I know what you mean.
I just left the house. I'm allowed to smoke in my house.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm riding to the grocery store and you smell it on my breath.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, where we at here
Yeah,
with this?
I'm glad you brought that up. So,
Because that's a double standard.
right,
Yeah.
right. Well, here's the thing. That comes down to kind of what I was talking about with consent, is that if the cops are going to search you or search your car, they have to have probable cause to believe that evidence of a specific crime will be found where they're searching. So, if they smell weed, they have to have more facts. They have to have facts to think that you have an illegal amount or that you're driving under the influence. The smell of weed alone is not enough for them to think that you're breaking the law.
But that have happened. I mean, can anybody else
But what if you
testify?
have enough that's under not breaking the law, but you get searched, then what can happen?
So here's the thing, is that it doesn't really matter what happens after or what they find. If the search was illegal from the beginning, nothing they found during that search can come in. So it really comes down to what facts did they have, or what reasonable beliefs did they have before they started the search, is what we're looking at.
But does that apply to a residence too, or a business?
Well, you have even more expectation of privacy in your home. So if they're showing up at your house, they better have a warrant. Do not let them in. Do not let them in. Even if they have a warrant, don't, you want to say those words, I don't consent. There's no consent here. Just in case they are wearing an audio belt or,
What would you do? Just let them batty ram your door? Because the police told me, why you didn't open the door? I was finna knock it down.
Knock it
What's
down
up?
then. Knock it down.
Really? Yeah.
Knock it down.
But I'm saying, it's so easy to sit here and you give it to us straight.
I know.
But, like I say, not only about the police, but the judge is supposed to know better. These judges sit there and they let these police make these bogus charges and accusations against you, and they know this is not called for, and they still allow
You're
this
missing
kind
a
of
link,
thing.
though. You're missing the link that between the judge and the cops, there are attorneys, right? So if the attorney is doing their job, digging up the actual facts, the facts that the government is trying to hide, making the proper arguments, then there actually are some reasonable judges that will rule for the defendant because the attorney is doing their job. It's, if the attorneys aren't giving the judge that information, of course they're going to side with whoever's giving them their side of the story. So the reason that has happened so much throughout history, I think, is because defense attorneys aren't doing enough work. They're not digging. They're not finding, the dirty facts on the cops to give to the judge.
Well, you saying the attorney not doing their job.
Right.
And that is amazing too, because I heard of a thing where attorneys do this. Your case could have been over in 3 weeks. They continued and continued to ask you for money every continuous. So you get to a situation where now you stuck. Ain't no more money. And a lot of them lawyers start talking about, I'm dropping you, I'm bagging
Well,
up.
that's
Now,
why
how do I defend myself against that?
That's why you pay a flat fee, and that's how most criminal defense attorneys bill. That's how I bill, is you pay a flat fee, and that covers you everything except trial. If I decide that this is a good case to take to trial, I think we can win it, you want to go to trial, then you pay for trial separately if that's the case. But you really should look for an attorney that will let you just pay the flat rate, and then they're not going to drop you just because you don't have more money. You pay that flat rate, it covers the whole thing.
You know what? I think not only do a person need the attorney, but I think they need you to let them know about their attorney. I'm
love
really
it.
serious. I mean, no, everybody in this room know a lot of us get taken by this attorney kind of thing
Yeah,
because, and
yeah.
we know you get paid for what you know what I mean? But they jacking a lot
Mm-hmm,
of people. And right now, excuse me, they're not setting them free. You're paying to get lesser time.
Right,
Ain't no more pay to get freedom.
right.
I mean,
Right.
what's going on with the system there?
Well, I mean, the same thing with, when we're talking about cops. There are a lot of really dirty cops. There are a few actually reasonable cops. Same thing with any career. With attorneys, there are slimy attorneys that give us a bad name. Some of us really do care about our clients. Some of us build relationships with our clients, know them personally, have a vested interest in where they end up and the opportunities that they end up with. So, it's all about vibe. Do you vibe with that person? Don't give that person money if you don't vibe with them. If their energy's off, don't retain them.
You be so scared, you be fearful,
Right.
and then, y'all know things that say that and make me, oh man, I'm going to rob a bank to pay you. You know what I mean? And
if
then
you do,
and
that's
then
none
it
of my
don't go
business.
and then it don't go like that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I hear
I'm
you.
gonna get you free. Why you tell me this and it don't jump? And now nothing I can do about it.
I hear you. Well, you know
So
what, Church?
where I'm at there?
I think that you're really describing the previous generation of attorneys. I think that there are attorneys coming into the game now that understand that has been the situation this entire time and why it's not okay, and just where we are at in the world, why we need honest attorneys that actually care. And I think that the attorneys that are coming in, this new generation of attorneys, I think that you're going to be seeing a lot more of good attorneys than slimy ones.
Wow, that is so beautiful. So what was that number again?
It's 213. So it's the Noriega Law Firm, and we do California state and federal criminal defense. In federal, we do Southern and Central districts. The office number is 213-703-0004. And my Instagram is at Nori_the Nightmare.
She got a cold IG, y'all. Y'all better go tap in, you know what I mean? So I think it was some very important information, you know what I mean? What y'all think?
I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah, you know what I mean? We ain't going nowhere. We're going to be right back, and I'm hoping Nora can stay and have a drink with us and
got
kick
you.
it. We got some more guests in the house. I just seen our MVP walk in from San Diego, 619. He on deck, you did? And he got the posse with him, you did? The whole crew, so it's going on live. I know Slink was somewhere around here. He's smoking his around here. See there, I told
There's
you.
his big
He
ass.
around here smoking
I
yours.
see your big ass, Slink.
See there, they see you, and then we got Chili Pepper. She come in, man. It's going on. I got my main man though, Big Mob, so I'm all right. I tell y'all, we got a party after this in a $21 million penthouse. Man, I'm telling you, the pictures $500,000. The little thing sit on the table, $600,000. They say y'all can come here and enjoy tonight. I said, look, man, 619 is home. And he don't like little things. Now, y'all got to let me do this, man, if he going to come down here. You know what I mean? This the man that made the green and gold happen, with that Clicquot and that. No, that was that Don Perignon and that, what else, Cristal, green and gold. That green for the money and gold for the honey. We're going to take a small chronic break. I said chronic, but we smoking right here anyway. But we're going to let Pimp C give some real Mac music because we. All right there, y'all. We back here live and in living color. Listen, I got another guest in the house tonight. He's a very special friend of mine. Hollywood all the way. He's part of the Smoke Yours crew, if not the leader. You did? And he's my friend, and he's a special guest. Y'all might have seen him on, what's that network?
Adult Swim.
Adult Swim. Can you swim? And if you adult, well, y'all seen him on that channel. He had the TV show that was live and in living color of today. Talk about it, Gigi. I hear you moaning. Not Gigi, Gigi. Got her moaning over here. Black Jesus in the house, y'all. Give it up. Come on, church. Come on, y'all. You know what we're doing, yeah. Black Jesus in the house. Hey, Slink. Slink, we want to stop you so much. Whoa, somebody call me? Slink, we want to thank you so much for coming by. So, I've seen the show a few times, man, and it's, funny. Me, myself, I take things like it's creative. You know what I mean? Even if it's a joke, I can see the realness in it. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. And I felt your show was something like that. Even though, you, the Black Jesus, you still was giving messages out in your own kind of way. You know what I mean? And even the symbol of being the Jesus was so powerful. That was so much. So what you saying, Gigi? You listen at me. What you saying? What I say? What happened?
No, Black Jesus was epic.
Man, that girl got nice.
Then we have
legs over
voiceover.
Yes,
there.
indeed.
They doing around here.
Yes, indeed. This church on the move in this motherfucker.
Oh yeah,
All
man,
the
man.
time, that's
Going
what it is.
on around here,
We
y'all
having a good
distract the
time,
host
2021.
around here.
Hey, church,
Yeah.
I want to say, man, thank you for having me, man. Like we were saying off camera, man. I'm very, very proud, honored, and humbled to have your acquaintance, to even know you, brother, because you're a legendary player and a legendary man. You dig? You're an icon in the game, an icon in the world, and I like to give you your roses anytime I see you, church, because you definitely influence me, and you influence scores of other young men all over the globe, brother. And I'm just more than honored. I'm tickled pink to be in here. Some motherfuckers know me as Black Jesus, but Gigi know me as dog shit. And I'm just sitting here just feeling tickled pink. She don't like a nigga, she called me dog shit. You know what I'm talking about? I'm fucking with you, but it's outstanding to be in here with you and Gigi, man. You know
No,
what I'm saying?
that's a beautiful thing because I expressed to him, but that's how it is with the
Yep.
love of the Don Juan
It's
show.
Bishop and
We
friends.
family,
Yeah,
you
we
know what I
know
mean?
each other deeper
Yeah.
than people think.
I mean, Slim,
Yes.
you have always shown to me a man of respect. You don't show the big eyes and live you. You know what I mean? I always hear you say when we're gonna do something, you always say, hey, let us do this. And things like that. You know what I mean? I call you, invite you, you say, man, it'd be a pleasure, I'll be there. You know what I mean? Even, with the celebrity and you know what I mean, and all of the applause and everything, you still stay humble to your people, to your fans, I mean, and we gotta love you for that. And I know you got them females all up on you and they loving you, but you got some male fans out here, man, and there ain't no homo. We just love you, man.
Nah, you know what though, brother? You know what though? I really I embrace
All right, LGS TV.
I embrace my whole audience, and to be actually honest, man, the majority of my fan base is men, and I appreciate all those men because again, church, just like you said that's just indicative of how hard it is for brothers. It's not easy for us to give another brother his props without somebody looking at it funny. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate when brothers come to me and they can give me props because I know what it is, and I'm humbled and I appreciate every moment of it. And thank everybody that fuck with me because if it wasn't for them, I probably wouldn't be able to sit up here in the presence of famous players and enjoying, some fellowship. So I appreciate that.
I appreciate you even speaking on the word fellowship. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people say, let's get together. We always say, let's fellowship. It gives it such a spiritual attitude to the gathering, to the meeting. We all know we all got different personalities. We all go through different things. But when we come together like one, the energy be so powerful that we be knocking down these negativity walls that be coming around it. Because I be feeling them, doctor. I be just like the Matrix. Hey, baby, wait, hold it, not here. We don't live like that here. We keep it alive, baby. You did, you know what I mean? And that's the thing about the radio show. We like to get a platform, big and small, little, tall, fat or skinny. We just want everybody to be able to voice their opinion. Tell it like it is, you know what I mean? Because whatever you got to spit is somebody out there that needs to hear that. Nothing said go undone or unheard because it's somebody for every little word, you did? I mean, we got to feel strongly about that. And that we can come together and share our little experiences about different things. To be able to sit in your presence, a movie star that's been on TV, and we can smoke with you, we can drink with you, we can laugh and joke with you. I mean, without fear of feeling that there's any negativity. I mean, it's part of the fellowship. You know what I mean? And that's a big thing to us, man. And You know what I mean? I hate I didn't never get a chance to do a guest appearance on the show, man. I really, really wanted to.
Well, I still got the costume,
know.
Church. I still got the costume.
Well, it ain't on you, it's in you.
It's in me.
You dig? Yeah, come on, church.
And we definitely could get something cracking, Church, again.
You know.
I'm more than honored to be here, man, because again, you've opened the door for so many people. And talking about me being on TV, you was on TV before I was, Church.
Well, I thank God for that.
Hey, I remember watching you, Church, and being like, man, that's a cold motherfucker right there. You know what I'm talking about? And again, to go from watching you on the screen to being a friend, like most of these people in here that fuck with me, they got my number, so I don't even feel like a celebrity at all. All these motherfuckers gonna call me. Would you say, Funk? I'm high, man. I'm high. I don't know. Funky trying to tell me something.
Yeah, we high, man.
Funky trying to tell me something, but it's all good. That's my nigga, though. You know what I'm talking about, Funky? You want me to tell you about my tour? Going on tour. I'm in Atlanta. I'm in Atlanta again, Church, February 1st through 7th.
Yeah, so as far as the network and the TV show, I mean, is that going on anymore? I know doing this COVID thing, production shut down here in Hollywood and different things like that. So what's the next move for you?
The next move for me, man, is I'm producing my own content. See me on Smoke Yours on my own Slink Johnson channel on YouTube. I got several podcasts and projects. Somebody asked me about my channel on YouTube and said, damn, you got all kinds of shit on there. I said, because I do all kinds of shit. Right. This is a channel. I'm not just finna get up here and talk about one thing on my channel. When it's a channel, I got a lot of shit. So I got podcasts. I actually got the program that I'm working on with you, Church, I'm looking forward to. I got a couple of movies coming out soon. Kings of L.A., Dirty Cops L.A., They both in post-production right now. Baby Gangster is playing on Vimeo.com, Vimeo Direct, and on prideandunity.org. We got Smoke Yours Crew Music, D-Funk, Low Deezy, Natural Red Diva. We all of us got solo CDs, and we coming with a new Smoke Yours collaborative project. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn, what I ain't doing, man. I got some more shit that the white folks call me. They selected me for. I can't really talk about it, but thank you, white folks.
Well, that's something in the future.
Yes, they select me. Thank you, Mr. Caucasian. Thank you, Mr. Caucasian.
You already feel positive about it.
Yeah, man, I'm feeling good, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm here at church. I'm looking forward to, I don't know, maybe I can say this to you live now, but I told Low Deezy that I'm all in on whatever you got going for me. You know what I'm talking about? Any event that church is throwing, wherever it's at in the world, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? When church called me, look here, I'm picking up on the first ring, and I'm there. So,
well, you know what? I want to put that out since you're talking about movies. I got a movie coming out on BET, should be popping any day with Master P, Never Again.
We got Chili Pepper in that.
Yeah, he produced it and directed it and everything, and also myself, in negotiating selling my life rights. They talking about doing a series, and that's looking good, so that should be jumping pretty soon. Hey, whatever happened to 619? I know he probably can't show up live, though, but I always like to know what he's doing. He in there eating, you know what I mean? Listen, we're going to go to another musical break right now, but we're going to be right back. Y'all call somebody, y'all tell them we on there, get your own champagne, smoke yours, and let y'all know we back live in the car. We'll be right back. Hey, who is that music we got finna jump? Hey, yeah, we got it going on, man. I'm telling you, it's live around here.
Yes,
It can't get no liver than this. I told him I want to do a versa, but I wanted to do a pimp versa. I want the guy that think he the livest in this world to challenge me to some game. And we want to put it on versa. We want to let the world know what's real and what's really going down around here. You did? So my next guest here then stepped up. She's been a friend of mine for a while out here in California. I watched her raise up in the game, at the rap game. You know how they say females, it's so much hard on them to make it happen than it is some of the guys. But she has proven herself to be a winner and has stood next to some of the best of them. and not only it stood next to the bench, you had a lot of different individuals that's in the rap gang feature and different, rap movies, videos, and different things like that. So she has earned her name. She has earned her place in this rap gang to be known as a female rapper. And I just wanted to let the world know out there that we truly, truly respect her. We don't get a chance to tell her that or to see her that often, but I'm sharing it now, and I appreciate she has been one that had come out in fellowship at different events of mine. We'd had some parking lots events at different dispensaries and, different places, and she always showed up and, patronizing fellowship with us. And, she run with some friends of mine, Lil Deezer and Funk, that's in the rap gang, you know what I mean? And they had held some high power showcases, and she been featured in some, So, it's been going on, and I feel for her, just been a long time coming, and she has been consistent, and she stuck with it. You know what I mean? So, when you talk about the rap gang, California and everywhere else, they mention her name because she's part of that rap gang. And I'd like to welcome her to the Don Juan reunion show. I'm smoking, y'all, and I'm rolling at the same time. You did? I said, Red, welcome to the Don Juan show. Let's give it up for her, yeah. We used to do the show at the RNC. You used to come by. I remember them days, and we used to, really appreciate it very humbly, and we used to have some good times, and I done been out to different, before this corona and shows and watch you perform and different things, and I just like to say we appreciate your rap game.
Oh, wow, Bishop. First of all, let me just say, I was not ready. Thank you so much for that. It is such a humbling experience to have someone of your stature say that you appreciate what I do, and that's honorable, and I'm humbled to just even know you because we admire you and we all look up to you in this world. Going back to what Slink said here about giving you your roses, it's an honor and a pleasure and to know you and to be able to call you my friend and to have you like what I do. You know what I mean? I came out here from Oklahoma on a mission to do what he said I was going to do, and what I said I was going to do and what he said I have done, and that's make myself established out here on this West Coast rap game. And so I'm humbled that, you check me out and listen to my shit, all that you just said right now. Like later on, I'm going to go home and geek out about it. But right now, I'm just, appreciative of that. And all those who listen and support me, I appreciate that because it's not an easy thing to come out here and establish yourself in the male-dominated industry and continue to have your respect no matter what room you walk into. That's the issue, you know what I mean? Like a lot of people that's been out here have lost their respect, and respect is currency. Period.
And you know what? It's amazing that you say about coming from Oklahoma because I didn't know. So that's sort of making it think a very humble, beginning and everything. Most people come from, major cities. Females, New York or Detroit or Chicago or something like that, to come from Oklahoma, that really is a big step.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And you got to step out on faith. You got to step out on blind faith. You got to go with conviction and follow your heart and follow your dream. Don't let nobody talk you out of it. Because had I done that, I'd still be in Oklahoma. And I wouldn't be sitting here right now next to the Bishop Magic Dawan, a real icon in this hip-hop game and in this game, period, point blank.
So, so tell me like that, like I said, coming from Oklahoma, coming to a big city like Los Angeles, California, period. You know what I mean? I know it had to be some people were trying to discourage, girl, you ain't gonna, don't go that big. You know what I mean? These kind of things. And when you came, did you come by yourself or somebody?
I came by myself with $3,000, about a quarter pound of weed, and all my shit in the back of a Honda Accord. And you know what? And I came out here, my cousin lived in a single in Hollywood, right off of Sunset. So that was still great to me because I'm moving from Oklahoma to a block from Sunset Boulevard.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. She let me share her.
That was the encouragement right there.
Yeah, exactly. I was on an air mattress, but within 3 months, I had my own place right off of Florence and Normandy. on 71st, you know, and I ain't never looked back. You know, I go back and visit where I'm from, but I ain't never looked back. I came out here with a plan, and I put that shit in action, and here I am right now.
Well, I'm
With a
sure.
dog pound shirt on that many people don't got. I'm in Long Beach now. They
And,
embrace me.
and you
Yeah.
know what? And like you said, it's got to be so much discouragement. I mean, people had to been saying,
Yeah.
you know, not only just people like from home saying, girl, you better get here. You ain't ready for that. And,
Yeah.
you know, 'cause see, me, myself, I believe in consistency.
Yes.
I don't care what it is you want to do. If you consistent in it, you can make it happen.
Amen. And that's right, because when I left, I had a 50-50 split. I had half of my city they was like, we know you gonna make it, Red. We know you gonna make it. We know you gonna go out there and make it. And I had the other half like, oh, you ain't gonna do nothing out there. They got a lot of you out there. You ain't gonna go out there and make nothing of yourself. You gonna be back here. You'll be back here at your mama's house or something, because you didn't make it. But you know what? I didn't let that happen. You gotta have drive and conviction and consistency, like you said.
And it's got to be a bunch of females, and not only female, but male, with this same understanding that have faith in this situation. Now, this is a testimony to show you that it can happen. Right now, you may be discouraged. You might be living in one of them flop houses on Los Angeles. You might think it's over, but consistency to do what you came out here to do, no matter where you have to do it from, it can happen. She said she was on an air mattress. It don't matter where you at. It count where you finish at, not where you start.
Exactly.
So if you consistent in what you set out to do, it can happen. It ain't based it on how rich you is. It's based it on how much you believe in yourself.
That's where your
That's
rich
what
come
it's
from.
all about. A lot of times we think it take money to do a lot of things, which you do, but not to do the
It don't
things
take
that
as
you
much
really
as you
like
think,
to
yeah.
do.
And it
It
don't
don't
take, as
take
much as
money
we
to
think
do that.
To do to accomplish what you're trying to accomplish. The most thing you can have.
Well, you said you came out here with 3,000. That ain't no money to come out to no
Not
LA.
in California.
You hear me?
I didn't know.
California, you know
Come from
what I mean?
Oklahoma, I was like, okay, I got
But
You
three
know,
racks.
yeah.
And God has
And you know
somebody
what I'm
for
saying?
you. Your cousin
Exactly.
had space for you.
She
Well,
did.
no,
You know,
see, to
so-
me, I would feel
Ready.
God set the plan.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's what he did.
Yeah, it was
But
a
you know what I
divine
did?
plan.
You know what he set the plan, but you know what I did? I stepped out.
Right,
I
you took
followed it.
On
We
faith.
often get the plan
On
in our
faith.
hand and we ignore that. Don't ignore that. Go with that. I didn't let nobody talk me out of that. I was like, nah, you know what? I know what
Hey,
I'm
most
destined
dreams
to
are
do.
killed by people not trying.
Hey, when you don't try,
Most
that's when
dreams
you
are
lose.
killed like that, not because they didn't happen, because you didn't try.
Exactly. You don't know what you could have did, and you live life wondering.
You
live
have
life
a
wondering.
regret.
I'm
You
living
regret
proof
it.
that you can get somewhere and make it happen. If somebody would have told me growing up that I'll be, dealing with the dog pound in Long Beach, that I'll be sitting next to Bishop Don Juan and have him as like a family to me, that I'll be rolling with Black Jesus and he'll be the president of my Smoke Yours crew, a crew that's just about smoking weed and having good times and doing shit. If somebody would have told me that a long time ago, I would have told them hell no. But I came out here and make that shit happen. So don't keep your ass on the couch and don't let nobody talk you out of what it is that you know you want to do. Period, point blank.
Well, that just let you know, can't nobody hold you back but yourself. A lot of times we blame other people about different things that be happening, you know what I mean? But we can't blame others unless they got us handcuffed and chained to something. If
Exactly.
you're free to move, make things happen, step out on faith. It can happen. We got a dream right here, a reality. This ain't no Hollywood. This is real, what's happening today. And I know a lot of people right now sitting at home, we going through things. You laying right now, you on the bed, on the couch, you thinking, what is your next move? What I'm going to do? I had an attorney here speaking. We trying to do things to reach out and touch somebody. You know what I mean? We know people at home now, we know they going through things. I mean, a lot of homes being broken up, a lot of abuse going in the home, a lot of everything. So we praying against all evil things that's happening in home and on jobs. People getting laid off. People need money. It's a lot of things happen, but don't let all of that get to you where it destroys your life because it's just a distraction. It's not over. Anything that's going against something being good for you, making you happy, is only a distraction. It's really not meant to be. And the only way that it can consist is that you entertain it. If you don't entertain it, it'll disappear. It'll go away. Man, we're gonna go back to some music, and we're gonna be right back because we got Big Silent in the house. He got to tell us something about that SEAMO. We trying to be healthy now. You know what I mean?
Right.
We trying to live longer now. And he done brought this SEAMO, and also China Doll, she has created a smoochie. You know what I mean? Yeah, with the SEAMO, and it tastes so good and everything. So listen, we're gonna go to some music. I think this Jeffrey Love gonna last. Yeah, and we'll be right back with our next guest. All right, hey, listen, y'all, hold it. I want to welcome y'all back to the Don Juan Show. You did. We were just taking a small chronic break. Everybody live around here. We got some more guests in the house. I told you we're gonna speak to Big Silent about his SEAMO. You know, we got so much going on. We got Star Kitchen. She just stepped in. She's doing the catering. Yeah, give it up for Star Kitchen all the way back in Hollywood. You know, she catering the Beverly Hills Penthouse party tonight. And also got my daughter here from the ATL. Chloe, they see you everywhere. They all over the camera. They see you though. So, this is our first time here. How you feel on your first trip to Cali?
I love it.
Yeah.
California love.
How was that plane ride?
Never good.
Never good.
I might walk back.
Oh, no.
What?
Oh, you gotta drive then.
No, I'm walking.
Yeah, so that plane ride was something different, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, Timo, before we go into your interview, do they got any jars around or nothing?
No jars on us
Wow.
today, church.
Wow, how we
Next
do
week.
that?
That's what I told
Yeah,
him.
next week we're gonna be ready.
Yeah, next week.
Yeah, how we ain't got no jars?
Hey, I'm
That's
telling you,
cold.
I can't keep them in the refrigerator, church.
No, yeah.
Right when I get them, they're sold out.
Well, you know, I have become a big fan of them myself.
I know.
You know, they said it's SEAMO. Well, tell us about it, Big Silent.
Well, it's New Life CMOS Gel, at New Life CMOS Gel on
Hey,
Instagram.
Gino, what you had on the
It's
set?
vitamin A, C, D, and K. It's out here healing everybody. We are the #1 healer on the West Coast. We're healing all the legends, all the West Coast legends. So starting with Don Bishop, Magic Wand, we got Be Real, we got Exhibit, we got RMN Percy on the New Life CMOS Gel. But it all started with Frank Gibson, man, at the Gritty Arc Studio. Shout out to him. He's a real godly person. He went out to the Caribbean islands. He talked with the president. He got all the ingredients from the islands. He came back to California, and he put me on. We've been 10 years in the game deep together. So he said, you know, he wanted me to help him be a reseller and all that. And he needed an investor as well. He was looking for investors at the time, and I kicked down a couple grand, a couple thousand. And he came back, like, within a week or two. He shot me like 3-4 racks. And I was like, damn, it wasn't like, you know, I wasn't even asking for the money, you know what I mean? Like, I just put it in for the investment. And he came back with a handful of cash. He said, we're on. And he started dropping me off cases, and it's just been on since then.
So I mean, what made you a believer of the SEAMO? You know, people talk about so much health, this make you do this make you do that, and all of that thing. You know what I mean? I've been taking it. I don't know, but I hope it's doing something. I mean, really, you know, I don't know, but, you know, I thought it was a nasty taste, but it's like no taste. And then you got one with honey that really give you a better taste, too. And then China created a smoothie.
Right.
You know, they never had a SEAMO smoothie ever.
No.
So, you know what I mean? And, you know, you have, you know, I mean, you know, different people now. What convinced you to make you really want to be in it, the way you know, you sell them and wholesale them and different things?
Well, first off, I
How
had
you become a
I
believer?
had real bad allergies, and my kids suffer from mental health issues, and it's been helping them do a lot of focusing. A lot of my son had a blinking disorder. His blinking's gone. My allergies, I had real bad allergies, ears popping, nose running in the mornings, and my allergies been gone 4 months, no allergies at all. So the CMOS is the vitamins and minerals is doing something to me, and I was a 4X. I'm a 2X now. You know what I mean? Like in the pandemic and the gym's been closed, I ain't been working out, nothing like that. You know, and I thought my weight would have just went blah. You know, and it didn't. And my weight's been down.
Well, you know what you said about the weight, we didn't know, but China mentioned something about that. China, what you said,
I told you I
China?
had to stop taking it because being petite, it makes you lose weight so fast because it's a detox. But I started taking it because of my Crohn's disease. It balanced out my intestinals because I have an intestinal where I get, how can I say it? The bacteria of the body doesn't digest right. It either stays into my intestines or so it balances out, but I can't take it too much. So that's what helps me with the smoothies.
Wow.
Because it helps me balance it. So I know it works. For sure it works.
My mother, she has thyroid. So I send her jars back and forth. She stays out in Texas. So I sent her jars of CMOS, and she told me her thyroid ain't been effective at all.
Right.
It's like helping her completely.
Well, see, this is what we need, testimonies of people saying that different things truly are. And not people that we just see on TV, we think it's just a commercial. But just like you just said,
This is real
your
life.
personal
Right.
family and different things, you've seen that it made a difference based on what you really know, you know what I
Well,
mean?
church, it also comes from Dr. CB. He was saving lives before he passed away. Nipsey Hussle was planning on doing a documentary before he got killed.
You know, that's always been a very touchy subject, you know, and it always seemed like everybody that touched on that subject, it just seemed like something happened, you know what I mean? It just like something they really don't want out,
Right.
you know what I mean? And, you know, it got quiet, but you know,
I mean, they won't need the doctors. You won't
yeah,
need the
but see,
medication.
but see, Nick Cannon was talking about doing it, but you ain't heard no more.
Yeah.
Well, right, but Nick Cannon didn't go to the Caribbean islands like
No,
Frank
but he
Nitty
was
and
talking about
stepped up.
carrying on the legacy.
You know?
But I'm saying anybody that got a following and try to take it on, either they silence it. If you don't silence it, you get silenced.
It takes
period.
the effort too, because there's a lot of people selling fake CMOS. They're growing it in their pools in the backyard. You know what I mean? And they're in their bathtubs in their house. You know what I mean? We're getting it imported from the Caribbean islands, and we're cleaning it out here with the same ingredients from the Caribbean islands, so the people are using in Honduras, the Caribbeans, all that. So that's where Dr. CB was living, was Honduras. So it all comes from the islands out there, all the oceans and all that. It's all grown on the ocean shore.
I know.
But it's not just CMOS, right? You're using pure raw honey also, right?
Yeah, because he also has the bee farm out. You know, he has the bee farm. We're getting the organic honey, and we're mixing it with the CMOS. So
Well-
people that can't take the original CMOS, a lot of people are getting the honey CMOS.
Right.
And then, you know, like you just said something about Honduras. I know earlier, you know, in their career, something about TLC. One of them was going to Honduras or
going
Yeah,
something to
that's
get
right.
that holistic kind of thing. And, you know, I get, and that's where the doctor was.
She was actually going to visit Dr. CB for her
Yeah.
fast. It was a 30-day fast on CMOS.
And you know what, you know, like I said, it's so strange, like I said, anybody that had that faith in him and believed something happened. Now, it was an accident she was in. She was the only one got killed.
Only one.
And she was woke to the whole.
And you
Yeah,
know,
and
and
she switched about
and
them
you
was
think
following
about
her.
that, and you know, and she was driving, so you can't think nobody set it up unless they did something to brakes or whatever. But I say anybody that shows strong interest, influence others, something happened to that person,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
and it happened in like it'd be strange ways.
Strange.
Like who would ever thought a guy would
Right.
walk up and shoot Nipsey broad daylight? Everybody
Right.
know you and everybody know everything. You know what I mean? Who would think they just going driving and then she gonna be dead at the head? Nobody
announced it.
nearly hurt, but she died. Things like this, you know what I mean? And it's some more things, you know, about that doctor thing. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? It must be powerful, but it's somebody powerful that don't want.
It's
that
the pharmaceutical companies.
You know.
Right.
You know,
It's
they're
they don't need the
they're
medicine.
making trillions off of medicine, and if you take CMOS every day, you don't need no more medication.
No medicine.
So when it comes
Yeah,
down
they
to
wanna
that,
make
you,
Well, I pray that that's really what it is, because I take it every day. I take a big old spoonful, and I just hope that's what it is. You know what I mean?
and we got you,
You know,
church.
really, I hope it's working.
Right.
You know.
All right, you guys follow New Life CMOS Gel on Instagram at New Life CMOS Gel. Tap in. We'll get you your jars. We do delivery and we ship around the United States. It's nothing. Shout out to the bishop for having us.
Now that's like, hey, Star Kitchen, we want to welcome you to California. Tell us, I mean, you come there
It's a blessing, you know, God is good. This why I originally
Your
first,
Chicago friend looking at you.
this originally first was, I really started thinking about doing Stars Kitchen. This is where I started from. I thank the Lord for everything. My father for putting Stars Kitchen on the map. I thank the Lord for my family and everybody that support me. It's been a blessing, and I just thank everybody. I mean, I'm going into it to where that I hope I can just be everywhere at one time. Like, I just want everybody to taste my food. I just, you know, because I enjoy it. It's my passion and what I do, and I take it very seriously. And I'm clean, you know, on time, I do deliveries, and for the right, I cater, and for the right price, I'll be anywhere.
Well, how can they reach you? What's that Star Kitchen number? And
Stars
when do you
Kitchen
do it?
number, I do it on Fish Fry Fridays.
Okay.
I do Soul Food Sunday, and my number is 773-303-2686. And if you all want any dish or whatever you feel like a home cooked meal, Southern meal, I cook like a Medea and not like a grandma.
Hey.
So if you all want any kind of food that tastes good and you want good to your soul, you want to go to sleep after that,
All right.
I got y'all.
Okay.
Yeah, Stars Kitchen, and there ain't no kitchen if it ain't Stars Kitchen.
Well, y'all heard it first, yeah, right here on the Don Juan Show reunion, and we live and live in color. Listen, we're gonna take another musical break, and we'll be right back here. We got China Doll, the model here that been, you know, popping bottles, popping them during Corona, you know, making them still live around here. What, China?
Yeah, we got Bel Air, one of the Bel Air sponsors. Shout out to
Hand
Rick
us a Bel
Ross.
Air baller, please, or something over there, please. You got him here, we could. Okay.
We got the Bel Air sponsors. Shout out to Rick Ross. Happy birthday. Birthday is on the 28th.
There you go.
And shout out to Big Slab, MMG. Then we also got the Moreno, big sponsor Moreno model. Shout out to Moreno.
So how can they get them bottles, or what do they need to
They
do?
can go to Moreno on Instagram, BeverlyHillsAd.com, or they can go on the Bel Air, or they can go to my post at China Doll on Instagram.
And you said, you know, we see the bottle with the diamonds on it. I mean, can they?
Oh yeah, you can get some special made design bottles from Moreno. They do their special design. They do special design.
That $7.
What's up, sir?
Hey, come on in closer, man. My man, come on in close. That's $7 on there, Jack. Mackin' around here, that's right.
Got some more Bel
Hey,
Air
man,
coming
come on,
in.
$7 all those way back there, man. Hey, $7. I can't see you way back there, man. Get that camera, man. Hey, China, so what the Rick Ross, the Bel Air, they got different flavors. But you know, like I said, during the Corona, it had sort of shut down, but you sort of kept promoting and, you know.
Yeah, it was just God's will, and also you promoting me, you know, telling me to have faith, step out, you know, just tagging them in posts. You know, they start re-tagging back, tagging back. Then I got big shout out for Slab coming to the Atlanta Ball for Bel Air Ambassador. And then right after that, birthday came up. I got a blessing with the Moreno, become a Moreno model. So God has been good. And, you know, then we got the reunion show back. Everybody been hitting and waiting.
Hey! Now that's cool. So, okay, now, listen, we're going to be wrapping it up in a minute. We got a special secret location we're going to in Beverly Hills. But, you know what I mean, we got to give a shout out to the restaurant like none other. You know, they got a lot going on over here, you know. They're entertaining from all four corners of the room, you know, making it happen. You know, the doors are open. They got the hub grub. They, you know, they still, you know what I mean, feeding the community. They still got their doors opening out with an outreach window, you know what I mean? And they got a lot of special varieties around here. You know, you'll never think you could walk up and down Washington in West Los Angeles and run across a good gumbo or a good crab leg, you know what I mean? And they feature them in a specialty kind of way around here, you know what I mean? But, you know, my man is, you know what I mean? I always stop and fellowship here with Hollywood D, you know what I mean? And I want to thank him for everything and appreciating us to bring the radio show, you know what I mean, back live. You know, Gigi mentioned it, you know what I mean, and she did the decoration, put it together, you know what I mean. We're all, you know, friends right here, you know what I mean. You know, and D, we just want to really thank you so much, you know what I mean, for this opportunity. You did, you know what I mean. I know, you know, you got your business partner, you know what I mean. And Gino here, you know what I mean? We all sort of much kick it together, you know, make things happen. You know, we are the new Rat Pack of Hollywood, you know what I mean? So we make things happen. And, you know, and, you know, we thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to come in and, you know, make this show a reality again, you know, and, you know, tell us about your partner, you know, because y'all make things happen in here. You know, I know it's teamwork.
Yes, it is. First, I'd like to basically say it's a pleasure. The pleasure is all mine, and I appreciate everyone tuning in and coming out to hang out with me and my player friend, you know, Archbishop Magic John Juan. I got to get it straight. Not late to y'all. You dig what I'm saying? And so in event, me and my partner, Chef, this is our establishment, Simply Delicious. 4641 West Washington Boulevard, Los Angeles,
We got a closing
California.
song.
Mid-City, 90016. That's 4641 West Washington Boulevard, 916
Got one?
LA. Hello.
So, who do all that cooking around there, making them gumbos and things?
My partner here, my business partner. He's not just a chef, he's a businessman too. And he's the man behind all the magic. You know?
What's your name?
Master Chef D.
Master Chef D. Let's give it up for the man. So tell me though, man, I mean, really, man, you look like one of my player partners. I can't picture you behind the stove right now looking at you. And you know, you make such specialties. I mean, you got your own style. I remember when I started eating here, you know, you fix up such a dish, you throw all the time, you tell, don't put them green things on mine, man. You know what I mean? But I know how it lightens up the plate or whatever the situation is. So tell the people, man, you know, people out there right now laying by the phone and they do want to order. What should they do?
What you should do is you go on Grubhub, Uber Eats, DoorDash. You can go on Postmate, and you can go on Simply Delicious LA. And we also have the Red Gumbo Burritos here, right here at Simply Delicious, like my partner said, 4641 West Washington Boulevard, right across from Nate Holders. So yeah, we appreciate Don Juan for coming on down here. You know,
I mean, all the way.
All the way live.
You dig what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
Yes, sir.
The phone number, 562-326-6863. Or you can go on Instagram, Simply Delicious LA. You go on Facebook, simplydelicious.com.
Okay, man, I'm telling you, we live here. We high right now, but we're going to make it even higher. We want to thank everybody for coming out. Big Silence said we're going to do this production. I don't know the production team name, but want to thank them for putting up with me. You know, what is it?
Deal to Respect. Want to give a shout out to Deal to Respect.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And thank Big Silent and, you know,
And
SEAMOSS.
Incredible Javier.
And what's the young lady name? Tiffany or something?
And Heavenly from SEAMOSSGANG.
Yeah, and Smoke There, Slim.
Smoke Yours crew.
Black Jesus. Let's give it up for Pump.
Church, send us out. Church big.
Low Diesel, we going to a secret location. We got 619, you know, San Diego in the house, Star Kitchen, Big Mobs, Southgate, huh, China?
Y'all might see more at the party, but we got to go.
Yeah, so we're gonna call
we
this
gotta
in, but we're gonna do this every week, make it live, you know what I mean? We're gonna bring on special guests. Wanna thank all our guests tonight. The thrill lawyer was really thrilling, you know what I mean? Really enjoyed her, man. That was so much, that was really live. Oh, she's still here too. Over there talking to Magic. Man, I mean, we really enjoyed it tonight. Magic in the house, he don't like to be on camera no more sometimes. But I thank everybody, man, and it's just been a ball, man. You know what I mean? Let's go to the secret location. Let's make things happen. And
The name of the show.
what that Rolls Royce supposed to be picking me up should be outside. What you said? We got an Uber over there because there ain't a lot of parking space. What?
The Don Juan Show. You watching the Don Juan Show back? The reunion.
You're watching the Don Juan Show reunion. Don Juan and friends. We're gonna leave.